Live streaming is such an important tool for content creators. It is the fastest and easiest way to get your message directly to your audience. It completely cuts out editing, and you can directly engage with the chat. However, just like you can level up the quality of your YouTube videos, you can also do that with your live stream. So today I want to break down my live stream setup, so hopefully you can get some inspiration and information for yours. Let's go. Alright, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to break down my live stream setup and talk about video, audio, lighting, hardware, and software. Let's get into it. Starting out, a lot of people will just simply use their built-in computers or phones webcam. And while that definitely can get the job done, it's not always the best option and can be a little problematic. So what I recommend for people to do is to actually use a camera. If you already have a camera that you're using to film your YouTube videos, whether that's a DSLR, point and shoot, or a mirrorless camera, chances are you can probably hook that up to your computer to use it as a webcam. This is accomplished by using what's known as an HDMI capture card. This simply is running an HDMI into a mini HDMI that plugs into your camera, and it converts it into your computer. This way, if you're using Zoom or you're using something like StreamYard or YouTube directly, you'll be able to choose your camera as the webcam of choice. Once your camera is set up, the other thing to think about is battery life. If you plan on streaming for long periods of time and hours on end, you're going to need to find a way to power your camera for that amount of time because most batteries will die out. They won't last that long. And so a great option that a lot of cameras have are to actually plug into direct power. In this case, I'm actually using a USB-C plug that's going directly into a power strip, and it's powering my camera so I don't have to worry about it dying. Once you have your video taken care of, the next thing to think about is audio. A lot of times if you're using a built-in webcam, the audio microphones on your computer or your phone just aren't the best out there. And so I would highly recommend investing in a microphone for two reasons. One, the audio quality is going to skyrocket and get a lot better, which is really important because you want people to understand and hear what you're talking about. But also number two, it's going to be detached from the device, so you can actually get it a lot closer to your mouth so that it's going to have a lot purer sound to it. For my setup today, I'm actually using a Rode NT USB. This is a little bit of an older microphone. It's been around for years, but it still works really, really well. It plugs directly into a USB port, and it gives you some onboard controls to dial in the quality and the volume. But overall, it works really, really well, and I would highly recommend checking out a USB microphone like this. It's the easiest way to get good sounding audio for your live streams. If you've been following along on the channel for any amount of time, you'll know just how important lighting is. It's an amazing way to level up your videos no matter what camera you're using. And the same goes for live streams. For today's setup, I'm using a GVM 100W as my key light. The key light is simply the main light that's lighting you. And this is a great option for those of you who want to have a nice, soft, flattering light for your live streams. For the background, I'm using the Godox TL60 tube lights. These are a great way to give some color and interest into your background while also serving as a rim light. And the rim light is really, really important because it's going to help separate you from the background. If you want to learn more about how to position your lights and some overall lighting techniques for your YouTube videos or live streams, you can check out this video here. All right, now let's talk about some of the hardware that we use to make this setup happen. All right, let's talk about hardware. We're going to need a couple of things to make this whole setup work. For starters, I'm using my MacBook Pro. That's the device that I'm using to actually stream. And it's actually hooked up to a secondary monitor sent to me by a company called Lepo. When live streaming, I would highly recommend having 2 monitors. This way you can have one monitor that is able to kind of control everything and read the chat, and then another monitor in case you find yourself wanting to screen share. The way that everything is being connected is through this awesome little USB hub. Not only does this give me additional USB-C and USB ports for my MacBook, but it also gives me an HDMI out that goes into the secondary monitor, and it even gives me an Ethernet port so I can direct connect to the internet. When it comes to live streaming, you can actually use YouTube directly. However, there are other options out there. The one that I've found that works really well is a platform called StreamYard. That's actually what I currently use to do my live streams. It gives a ton of flexibility and controls with inviting other guests on and doing screen shares and firing off different videos, countdowns, sharing photos. A lot of awesome controls that are super intuitive to set up and use. I would highly recommend checking it out. Not sponsored or anything, it's just a platform that I really do enjoy using, and I think it's a great option for a lot of YouTubers that are trying to get into live streaming. All right, and this is what the final result looks like when everything is put together for the live stream. While I have you guys here checking out this final result, I'd love to talk to you about today's sponsor, Soundstripe. Soundstripe is an incredible platform where you can legally license music on your YouTube videos and client projects. They have a ton of awesome songs as well as some really cool search features that allow you to easily find the right song for your project. I've been using Soundstripe long before I started YouTube on my client projects, and I'm really excited to get to partner with them because I genuinely believe that they are one of the best value options out there for up-and-coming creatives. Plus, the Soundstripe team is awesome. They absolutely love you guys, and so if you head on over to their site and you like what you see, they're offering you a 15% off discount code if you use code creative15. I absolutely love it, and I know that you guys will too. Definitely go and check it out. All right, everybody, that's going to about wrap up this video. I hope you have enjoyed this and found some value from it. If you're interested in checking out any of the gear that I use for my live stream setup, or maybe you're interested in where I get my music or video effects, I've placed a ton of links down in the description as a resource for you. Before you guys leave, make sure to like this video, subscribe, turn on notifications, and as always, stay creative. Peace.